Hello and welcome to my channel, y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all, and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some it's not, and the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. So first I want to say happy Wednesday to everyone. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day and stay safe, y'all. It's a lot going on. I kid you not. It's so much. I want to go into this Uganda stuff because what's happening in Uganda is affecting the United States right now. I don't know why, because Uganda is their own country. Whatever they want to do and what laws they want to pass, that's their country. But for some reason, they want to include United States into it. Okay? And this is why all of the, she-he's are going mad right now, allegedly. Okay, y'all? I want to play you this video footage. Well, not the footage, but the audio. I want to play a little bit of it, and I want to talk about it, y'all. Because this is so important for us to talk about. We have videos that are being taken down, social media platforms. We have posts that are being taken down on social media platforms because, the LGBTQ community is putting out pretty much, ringing the alarm to each other to tell each other to buy weapons right now. Okay, and that they're, going to fight for their rights. But see, when they're fighting for their rights, they're going after civilians. They're going after people in their own country for other people's laws. It doesn't make any sense, y'all, the things that they're doing right now. And, I'm going to stand up against, for whatever I feel is right, that's what I'm going to do, okay? As long as they, was doing their thing, it's fine with me. Have a colorful rainbow day. But when it affects, you're going into, you're telling people to go get weapons, and these people are going to get weapons and they're going to schools, I got a problem with it, y'all. I got a problem with that. And that's going to this audio first. Let's go into this audio, and we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to talk a little bit more. Okay, y'all? So let's get started on this audio.
If you're not aware of this, Uganda is preparing to pass a bill that will not only make LGBTQ illegal, but if you are an LGBTQ person, you can be imprisoned or worse in Uganda. Now, this is crazy. People are in an uproar. The United States Supreme Court are in an uproar about this. Now, let me just say this. Uganda is, get this, a conservative Christian.
Okay. So what he's saying right now is the whole world is in an uproar just because of what one country is doing on their own land. Okay, y'all? Now, I want to ask y'all a question because our press secretary, she came out, and this one right here, she came out and she, they did a press release, and they were really upset. If you can look in her face right now, you can see the passion in her face about this issue. Now, this has nothing to do with us. This is over there. All right, y'all? Why is she so passionate about the laws that they're passing in Uganda? And they're saying that they're going to take, probably, actions against them, which means they're probably not going to, do business with this country anymore. They're going to shut off stuff like that because of the fact that what they believe in and what their laws is. Y'all make this make sense, okay? Because this doesn't make any sense to me. This is, each country has their own thing that they're doing, okay? And I don't understand why it's bothering the people in the White House so much about what they're doing over there. That's number one. When I'm gonna bring up the Shanquella Robinson stuff, okay? When people were writing letters to the White House and they actually got her to open her mouth and say something about Shanquella, she had an attitude, y'all. She was sick of them asking her questions about what was going on with Shanquilla case, which is nothing. Um, why are they so much more passionate about same sex, being together than somebody in our country going to another country and getting taken out? And then the people that took her out come back home and chill out. They say they don't have anything to do with that. Could contact Department of Justice. We don't got nothing to do with that. Well, you don't have nothing to do with Uganda. What they're doing over there. That has nothing to do with it. Do y'all see how everything is so backwards? The things that is more important about your own people that's over here, you don't have nothing to do with that. But you have something to do with somebody saying that they don't want people messing up the minds of children. Now, I want to show you something that the reason why they want to ban this type of stuff in their country. Now, let me show y'all this. Do y'all see what's going on in the classrooms and in the churches now? They have drag queens looking like whole big old clowns, y'all. And I'm going to just say it like it is. Going to the schools, trying to get in the minds of these children. Make this make sense, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all this. To me, the best example that I could use is a bad seed that's been planted. And when I say a bad seed that's been planted, we gave a lot of rights over here to them. We gave a lot of rights to them over here. And where have it gotten us? They can get married. They can do all kind of stuff right now that we have passed over here in this country. But when they get mad, they go get weapons and they go into the schools and they take out our children. There has to be a stop to this. You got to put your foot down somewhere. Okay? And when I say a bad seed, this ain't the only bad seed that has been planted. And it's blowing up in our face. Okay, y'all? We planted a seed and let this, people give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let them have their rights. Okay? Even though a lot of people disapprove of it, they still let them have their rights. Okay? And then, same thing with rap. Planted a seed. Let people have their rights. Let them rap about whatever they want to rap about. And it was a one woman that came forward and said, y'all don't know what y'all doing. This is going to open up a can of worms that y'all don't want. And now we're seeing what this woman was talking about back in the days when Easy Eating was coming up. Okay, y'all? A bad seed that just got planted. Okay? Another bad seed that has been planted. Okay? That we're, seeing the effect of it now. All this demonic devil worship stuff that they didn't put into, the videos, putting it on social media, trying to put it in the churches. They didn't open up churches for the devil now. All kind of stuff. Bad seeds that has been planted. Okay, y'all? If we would have nipped stuff in the butt while it was, starting, then things would be okay. Things should have been to the point where, if you got to pass laws for stuff like this, then maybe it shouldn't be in there, y'all. I'm just saying, okay? If you got to pass a law to get married, then 9 times out of 10, most likely that's not the thing for you all to be doing. It should be a man and a woman, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all this. The majority of things that's going on right now would be prevented if, people would just leave stuff that they're doing in the bedroom. And then none of this would even be going on, even in Uganda. See, people are so out in the open with everything right now. They want everybody to know what they're doing. Look at, the one that's messing with Puff Daddy. She's making videos talking about she like people to, pee on her, y'all. Okay? I'm not going to hold nothing back. But see, this is what they're planting on social media. And I don't care when they say, oh, if you say that this video is not for children, it's still children could click on it. So when you plant a seed, you got to be careful what that seed is going to, grow into. And this is what it's grown into now. Sometimes you get people too much rope and then, it affects everybody. And this is what things are doing right now. The rappers, they're rapping about nothing but violence. And they wonder why crime is going up. They're rapping about, treating women like crap. And every time you see a rapper, they always hugged up with another male. Okay? A male hooked up with another male. And it's getting normal now. Now they are normalizing this now. And they're mixing rap with the LGBTQ stuff. Okay, y'all? I want you to pay attention to the seeds. There are artists right now doing, witchcraft at concerts. Y'all don't think this is going to affect people that's going to a concert and y'all doing witchcraft? They're doing witchcraft on the award shows. These are seeds that has been planted that should have been nipped in the bud. Okay? Sometimes you give people too much. You give them too much leeway, and then they go overboard with it. Just like I was telling y'all about, you give people this rights for this and this rights for that and this rights for this. And now they want to go into the schools. The teachers that's in the LGBTQ community, they're getting fired for taking down flags and putting up their own flag. Okay? If you're a teacher, and I'm going to use this as an example. If you are a teacher and you're a Jehovah's Witness, it don't give you a right to, teach the kids in the classroom what you learn from Jehovah's Witness. That's your religion. And maybe the parents that, of these kids, they probably in a different religion. So that offends them by you trying to preach to their kids. You're there to teach them about school stuff, not about religion. And it's the same way with this. LGBTQ community is not there to teach the kids about LGBTQ stuff. They're there to teach the kids what they're supposed to teach them in the classroom. Nothing more, nothing less. And this is why I'm telling you. And they're getting mad because people are getting mad about it. Teach your own kids what you want to teach them. But leave other people's kids alone. This is my main thing. Okay? And when the government steps up to this and feel like they should take stand against a country that's taking a stand against this is bull crap, y'all. Okay? Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Country. So I stand with Uganda there. Like I'm for countries who stand firm on their Christianity, on their beliefs. But I'm gonna tell you, if what they're doing is biblical, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on that. But I want to show you some of the reports to bring you up to speed.
We will have our morals. We will protect our children. And we are making this law. We are making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
Homosexuals have no space in Uganda. That was said by a lawmaker. You'd think that such rhetoric has no place in today's time. But this rhetoric is rampant in the country and in fact thrives in Uganda. In Parliament, Uganda's anti-homosexual legislation was celebrated with song and fervour. Lawmakers rejoiced as the Parliament passed laws criminalizing same-sex relationships. In fact, even identifying as a gay or lesbian can now get people imprisoned for 20 years. The legislation makes it a duty for families, friends, and members of the community to report homosexuals to authorities. There's a ban on promoting and abetting homosexuality. The law promises to act against the conspiracy to engage in same-sex activities. Perhaps the most radical provision is people engaging in aggravated acts of homosexuality will get a life sentence. That's if they're lucky. If not, they'll get the death penalty. The near unanimous support for the anti-gay legislation is reflective of the mood in Uganda. It's a deeply conservative Christian country. Homosexuality is a taboo. The people of Uganda support the latest legislation.
So as you can see, this bill is sweeping, it is extensive, and it's coming down hard on the LGBTQ. Now, it's in the parliament, and it needs the approval of the president to make this bill come into law. And the president of Uganda is someone who does not tolerate LGBTQ at all.
All but one member of the parliament spoke against the bill. The legislation hasn't become the law yet. For that, it would require the sign of President Yoweri Museveni. But that's a foregone conclusion. The man has opposed LGBTQ rights as a matter of principle.
So as I said, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that this is going to pass and is going to be law in Uganda. It's going to make homosexuality, LGBTQ illegal in Uganda. Now, there is a biblical precedent for this. Romans 13 talks about God giving the authorities, the government, jurisdiction over sin, over evil. They have the jurisdiction given by God to make laws or provisions that prohibit sin and evil activity to permeate in their countries. And that's what they are doing here. I personally would not put anyone to for being LGBTQ. I wouldn't do that. As a pastor, my approach would be to give them the gospel and to hopefully save their souls and get them out of that lifestyle.
Okay, y'all. So basically, he's saying that Uganda is pretty much being, United States and other places is trying to punish them for standing up to, something that they believe in. For standing up for, and it ain't even just about something they believe in. The main thing that the Uganda people are talking about is the children are being affected by this. The children, y'all. The children is not given a chance to be children anymore. They're pushing stuff off on them. They're pushing stuff off on us, okay? And how much can we take, y'all? Seriously, how much can we take? We have bent over backwards, y'all, literally, giving people their rights. And it's still not enough, y'all. It's still not. How can you, as a community, the LGBT community, attack children? Seriously, y'all. How can you attack children? That means you have an inner hate in you. You want to hurt American peoples that don't, run around here with y'all rainbow flags. You want to hurt them to the point of that deep pain as taking someone's child out just because you can't get your way. That's like a child in a classroom that's having a tantrum and you don't give them their way, then they, set the class on fire. Okay, y'all? This is what we're seeing right now. And it's time to nip this in the bud. And the thing that gets me is that United States is not standing up to this mess and other people are. And they got a problem with what somebody else is doing. This don't make no sense, y'all. When something is getting out of hand, it's getting out of hand. When you get out, and y'all saw the video I put up yesterday, the majority of the people that's doing these crimes on schools are from the LGBT community, y'all. This is what is a known fact right now. It is people from the LGBTQ community that don't get their way or feeling some type of way, and the first thing they think of to affect people and catch people's attention is to mess with their children. It is time to take a stand against this. Okay, y'all? And to be honest, and I'm going to just be completely honest. And for the person that left me the message talking about be careful, they should ban it everywhere. If you all can't stand y'all place, ban it everywhere. Y'all got just as much as rights as blacks got. Y'all got just as much as rights as Hispanics got. Puerto Ricans got. Y'all got just as much as rights as everybody else right now in the country. You wanted to get married, you're getting married, okay? No matter how odd it looks. No matter how abnormal it looks. We let you do it. But you want more and more and more out of us, and you have to put your foot down. And if Americans have to stand up against this mess, then so be it. If you have to make your government do some of the stuff that Uganda is doing over there, do it. And it's a way to do these things, okay? Just like they do strikes at jobs when they're not getting, things done that they need to be done. Do it for the schools. If they have no children to teach in the schools, then they have to put their foot down and they have to pass laws against people like this. When they are putting up threats on social media, don't just take it down, charge them. Charge them like you would anybody else that's threatening the United States or civilians. You're telling people to go get weapons right now, as many as you can. Everybody that's putting up those messages should have their ass hauled to the jails right now. Okay? And you need to put your foot down. If you all don't get it together, we'll take away your other laws. We'll take away you getting married. We'll take away other stuff that affects you if you all cannot get it together. Because right now it seems like we're dealing with a bunch of people that throws tantrums. And somebody came in my comment section and they were like, you are, what I'm saying was like wrong, that I should be preaching that they should be pushing mental health. I pushes that. I said that before. I said, it's so many people is going through mental problems right now. And they're closing down mental health facilities. And a lot of these people, to be honest, if you can go after kids, it's something wrong with you anyway. It's something wrong with you that you're trying to squeeze in a dress. And you're a man, okay? It's something wrong with those things. That you're wearing makeup. It's something wrong with you running around here getting your nails done and wearing your fingernail polish. It's something wrong with that. And everybody is trying to make it normal, especially the rappers. When things affect children, people should put their foot down. And the government should put their foot down when things affect children. It's just like this preacher just said. He said that, laws were, people were put in positions to, pass laws and control stuff just to keep the people safe and stuff like that. If rap is not keeping people safe anymore, then ban that shit too. You should not be allowed to take people out and then go and rap about it. You shouldn't be allowed to take people out and then go sing their songs later on. And tease the kids that, the people that you done took their father out or mother out. And then you turn around and tease the kids that, they're babies. Yeah, we took your daddy out. So what? Now we singing your daddy's song. This is a problem now in our country. And we need to do something about it, y'all. Or, it's no future left for our kids. It really isn't. The rappers are brainwashing people. The entertainers are brainwashing people now. Okay, they're letting them put movies on for the, mess up their minds, and they already messed up, y'all. This stuff started with, and I'm gonna just be completely honest, where this stuff just stemmed from too. When you give people too much power, they don't know how to act. It's just like when you give bloggers too much power. They don't know how to act, okay? They feel like, okay, I got 500,000 subscribers. Let me push this agenda too. And at the same time you're pushing this agenda, you're sitting up there hiding your, the fact that what you are. This is why you agree on all of this stuff. Put all of it out there. Don't just, erase old videos. And put new ones up, and then don't nobody know what you was back in the days. That's new coming on your page. They should know why you feel the way you feel, especially if you're one of them. This is my whole point. Stop pushing agendas on these children, y'all. This is the only thing that people are asking. If you want to be Fruity Pebble all you want. And we all can live in a world just fine, as long as you don't mess with people's children. Don't push it on somebody's kids. I just received some information about a second grade teacher, y'all, that's teaching children, how to touch themselves. And said that this is a normal thing to do. Everything that the Bible stands against, this is what they're trying to teach the children in the schools. And they're saying that they're not pushing an agenda. When you get more of a reaction out of the White House for something like this, over some 6 or 7 people taking somebody to Mexico and putting paws on them till they're gone, we have a problem, y'all. We got the wrong people that's controlling stuff. And we as a people, we need to stand against some stuff out that's going on. That's all I'm trying to say. We have the power. If you're afraid for your kids to go to school, take a stand. Take a stand. You know, it's crazy when they feel like they're being wronged. They run, they get all together, bundle up, and they sit up here and, one of us filled out an application at the school, and we are being discriminated against because of our, preference. Now you know why. They takes this to the, they scream to the mountaintop until they gets that he or she, whatever, into the school, and they get the job, and then the teacher slowly but surely pushes their preference off on the kids. And this is why people had a problem with hiring you in the first place. See, they don't see it that way. Everybody else go to school, the other teachers, they're not teaching the kids, you're supposed to be with a man and a woman. They're not teaching them that, because that comes from home. That comes from your upbringing of where you are, you're born at. That type of stuff comes most likely from your home. And if, people that's not, LGBTQ is not teaching the kids that, then what makes y'all think that y'all can go in a classroom and teach our children how to be, with the same sex? It's not right. It is not right. And ain't nobody picking on them. It's just a matter of morals, and it's just what it is. They are overstepping their boundaries. And people need to say something about it. Okay? They have their parades. It's like a big clown show to me. Okay? I would never go to one, but they have their parades. You flip past it on the news or something, you see them glimpse a little bit of it on the news, and they just as happy as they want to be. And that's good. We let them do that. But enough is enough when you are taking it to the schools. Enough is enough when you are wanting, to come to the churches and do drag shows at the churches and confuse the kids because they're trying to figure out what is it. Because half of the time we're trying to figure out what is it. It ain't just about that. 9 times out of 10, when you have to go out of your way to do certain things, then most likely those are things that you shouldn't even be doing. I'm just going to be completely honest. If you got to get a gang of people together to go try to pass a law so that you can do something, 9 times out of 10, it's probably something you shouldn't even be doing in the first place, y'all. Completely honest. If people speak up against people that's overweight or underweight, people got a problem with it. But it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. A lot of people's having heart attacks because they're overweight. A lot of people they are diabetic and stuff because they're overweight. It don't mean that people is picking on them. They're trying to tell them something for their own good. And it's the same thing with the LGBTQ community. If you keep it in the bedroom, everybody that's, got a man and a woman, they not all over the place, spreading the word and pushing issues out on everybody. So why y'all feel like y'all should be able to do it? What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Y'all have to stop overstepping y'all boundaries too. And we as a people should have the right to speak on it without people having an attitude, okay? When you go into a store and you want to go to the man section, you go to the man section. When you go to the woman section, you want to buy some women's clothes, you go to the woman section. Now we got a blogger, that wants to put the women's clothes in the men's department. There's so much confusion. Why is the world full of so much confusion? So we got to be confused when we see you walking down the street. We don't know what you are, a woman or a man. We got to be confused about that. Now they want us to be confused when we go into a store to go shopping for our children. When we go in the little boys department, they want us to be able to find the little girls' stuff mixed in with the boys' clothes. Make it make sense to the confusion that they're trying to push off on everybody, y'all. Why don't y'all just open up your own stores and y'all can mix and match everything y'all like in the whole store? Put balloons in there, everything. But stop trying to change us too. If y'all don't want us to try to change y'all, don't try to change us. Because that's what you're doing. Y'all, let's finish this. Because y'all, I can keep going on and on.
But that's why God gives the government a certain power and authority and jurisdiction. He gives the church a certain power and jurisdiction. That's not the church's responsibility to do stuff like that. So from a pastoral perspective, obviously I wouldn't do anything like that to someone identifying as LGBTQ. I want them to receive the gospel and come out of that lifestyle and follow Christ and practice self-denial. That's what I prefer. But I find it hypocritical that the United States are pushing sanctions and threatening this country because this country is practicing their democracy. And we're supposed to be for democracy. So we cannot look at this country and try to change them or force them to do something that the country obviously does not want.
I want to say one thing at the top. We have grave concerns with the passage of the Anti-Homosexuality Act, AHA, by the Parliament of Uganda yesterday. Increasing violence targeting LGBTQI plus persons. If the AHA is signed into law and enacted, it would impinge upon universal human rights, jeopardize progress in the fight against HIV/AIDS, deter tourism, and invest in Uganda and damage Uganda's international reputation. The bill is one of the most extreme anti-LGBTQI plus laws in the world.
Like sanction.
Wait a minute, y'all. Did you hear the passion she put in this? She put in passion. I mean, y'all, if you would have just seen the report, she put passion in that report, y'all. When she was saying it, she meant what she was saying. But we asked her about Shanquella Robinson, and she got an attitude. Stop asking me the same question. I'm not going to tell you nothing. I don't care if I know something. You're not getting nothing out of me. Somebody else is handling this. Be gone. Well, this is somebody else's country. This has nothing to do with you either. So why didn't you have that same passion for this? These are these people. This their rights. And y'all have nothing to do with it.
Or some other concrete measure being considered by the US side if this law should take effect?
Yeah, well, first of all, big if there, right? This is the Parliament passing it. It still has some process to go here. We're certainly watching this real closely, and we would have to take a look at whether or not there might be repercussions that we would have to take, perhaps in an economic way, should this.
This is the White House, y'all. Not only did the press secretary get up there and say something, this is another person that's getting up there saying something, speaking on it. They are really bothered by this. They are really hot and bothered by this, y'all. And let me show y'all, what we have, the seed that we've planted. This is the seed. Wait a minute. Did I put the picture up there? I don't even think I put that one up. Okay, but it's a whole bunch of them, y'all. It's like an army of them. And they call themselves mad. And they're calling themselves gearing up to buy weapons right now. Because if they don't have rights, then, ain't nobody gonna have no rights. Okay, y'all? This is how they feeling. So y'all be careful right now, because we are in a serious time right now. If you don't want to be going through the same thing that the other parents just went through, and still going through, because they got to go bury their kids right now. Because some hateful people that if they can't push this off on the kids, they got a problem with everybody. I keep telling y'all they want the kids. The rappers, they want the kids. They pushing street pharmacy stuff in their system. They running around here. They do a show. They go buy them some work and pass it out to the neighborhoods. The neighborhoods is filling the neighborhoods up. The street associates, they're filling the neighborhoods up with street pharmacy stuff. The people that's sitting back, taking all the street pharmacy stuff, they'll listen to this rap music. And then they feel like they can do what these people are doing. And a lot of them is rapping about stuff that they are not doing, but a lot of them are rapping about stuff they are doing. Setting up people, lining them up, and they're getting away with it. And a lot of them, if they work with authorities and tell on somebody else, they let them get off for the stuff that they did. Make it make sense what's going on right now, y'all. This is what I'm telling you. This lady was right when she brought up the fact. I told y'all when Eazy-E and them started rapping about certain things, she was right. She was right. And now we see from all these years that then passed where we have came to. A lot of people can't even stand to listen to any rap music that's going on right now. People can't stand it. And the ones that can stand it, they're about this life. Everybody's not about that life. So why you keep pushing it out on everybody else? If these rappers cannot get it together and stop pushing out certain things that's making the neighborhoods worse, ban their music. Take them off of YouTube if they're rapping about people being taken out. If they're rapping about trafficking. If they're rapping about all this mess, ban it off of the air. They can't make money if you ain't putting, they can't pass this, bad information out to children. They can't do it if it's not there. And people have to take a stand against certain things in order to get things done. That's why people got unions. Okay? That's why people, they be out here picketing and all kind of stuff. Okay? We as a people have a right over our children. And you have to keep that right over your children. So you can make decisions just like they can make decisions. The boards can make decisions. They can't do anything if everybody decide, okay, if this is how y'all feel, you're not going to protect our children. You're not going to put your feet down on certain things. Take your kids out of school. They can't get paid if they ain't got nobody in there. They can't even hold a class if they ain't got that many kids in the classroom. They got to downsize the schools and everything. They don't get funding if it's not enough kids in the classroom. Put your feet down. This is what you do. Enough is enough. And if people are overstepping their boundaries, take away their rights that they already have. And then that'll put them back in their place. If you don't want us to take away this and this and this, go sit down somewhere. You have just as much rights as everybody else now. Stop this mess that you're doing. Because you all are putting out threats right now. And the whole world is listening. Especially if they got kids in school right now. They're listening. The people are opening up their eyes to a lot of things. And somebody told me in my comment section, they said that a lot of people is not even talking about what happened in Nashville, that live in Nashville. This is what they said. But the world is talking about it. They're talking about it everywhere else. And I'm sure the people that's close to the victims, they're talking about this. It's just probably not their circle of people that's not talking about it, y'all. But we all need to talk about it. Okay, y'all? Because it's not just going to be, at the Hispanic school or Mexican school. It's not just going to be at the Christian school. It's going to start coming to the public schools. And the public schools is minorities. That they can come in there and it's going to be, and I'm going to tell y'all this, if they start hitting up the minority schools, it's going to be just like that school that they sit back and waited in the hallway and let him finish doing what he was doing instead of them rushing in there to take care of their business. It's going to be just like that because they're not going to care, just like it don't look like they cared when they took out about 30-something children in that other hitting that took place. They're going to let them air out the rooms. Okay, y'all? This is what they're going to do. They're going to take their time to go and rush in there and get them out just like they took their time in that other school. Because the minorities, do they seem like they care about us? Ask yourself that question. So take a stand against this mess. You have to. Even if you have LGBTQ community people that's in your family, that's whatever, You have to speak to them about certain things. You know, y'all can't just get everything y'all want. We can't get everything we want. It don't work like that. The only thing people are asking of you all, keep it in the room. Keep it in y'all bedroom. It don't have to be pushed out to the kids. You don't have to make appearance and do drag shows at the schools. Or come to churches that let y'all come in and do drag shows. You don't have to do drag shows for children. That's not for a child to watch. Anyway, y'all, please like, share. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this whole Uganda stuff. How do you all feel about that law that they're trying to pass right now? That's possibility that's about to get passed. Do y'all feel like, United States should mind their own business? Do you feel like United States should learn from what they're doing? Okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching. Peace.